was saying you got a problem with it. Like, my nigga, I understand that it may have caused friction later, but why the fuck would I want to damage some shit that's going good? He actually told me that. What he's trying to say is that I jumped the gun and said it publicly when I shouldn't have said it publicly. That's what he's trying to say. But there's no way in the world you didn't tell me that. And what happened was I went to my lawyer to try and negotiate the deal. And I think I wanted $750,000. They was like, no, we was just gonna make you the president. And I'm like, nah. Okay. And then when Jay-Z must have came back from vacation, according to Bleak, because I shot to Bleak, I did Bleak's show.
Rock solid. Yep.
Yeah, and he was just basically like, Jay ain't like that.
Hip-hop's business strategies, ego, and finances simply collided. Additionally, Cameron is finally speaking up. Cam discussed the unfulfilled $750,000 he requested in the Dame Dash agreement. He recalled the discussions he had with lawyers, the unfolding situation, and the approval he thought he had. Despite the deal not proceeding as expected, Cam made it clear that the intention was not to create drama or infringe on anyone's rights. He discussed his appointment as vice president of Rockefeller Records and emphasized how miscommunication and misconceptions can cause conflict in the workplace, even between industry titans. This clip provides an inside look at the human stakes involved, the realities of negotiating with prominent people, and how huge entertainment agreements can encounter obstacles. It's about moving forward while maintaining your integrity and treating others with business respect. Before I play this tape for you all, I would appreciate it if you could like it, subscribe, and share your comments in the comment box below. Let's begin.
I'm trying to tell you, he's trying to defame my character. For what reason? I have no reason why.
I saw people reacting to that in the comments, like talking about just how low that was, regardless of what he was trying to do, because I think everybody knows how you were about your mom and what you went through.
Right,
you know
absolutely. What I mean? Well, you know what it is that, and people might not have seen that part because I ain't posted it, and he still shouldn't have said it, but he felt the way because when he said that shit about Larry's wife, I was on his comments talking about he ain't want his kids that he found out. Like he had, not Boogie, he found out he had another kid and he took like 8 paternity tests. Trying not to find one to make it not be it, so he got
You all them niggas don't play fair. God damn.
I don't know, that's what I told you. Yeah, but you know, I'm gonna be honest about it. Yeah, but and he was mad about it. So I was putting all that in the comments, and that's when he did this shit about So I like I said, it was low. I was low, but that was low what he did. But I get why he did it. You know what I'm saying? Because I would start spilling a lot of business. That's why I said shit could get messy. Shit about his girl. I was in the comments. I was all in there like, bro, I know too much. I don't really want to do it. It's more shit now I just won't say. You know what I'm saying? So
another thing we seen that went viral was the Big L thing.
Yeah, like bro, Big L didn't even like you, my nigga. Big L's from my block, right? And Big L brother, he had a couple brothers, but his brother, Big Lee, kind of ran my block, him and somebody else, a couple other people. And they hated Dame. They hated Dame to the point where when Big Lee came home, that's Big L brother, he ran down on Dame in minutes saying like, yo, you owe me a favor. And Dame, I asked Dame, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do the favor for him. I'm like, yo, this is polite extortion, I wouldn't do the favor. He ended up dying, Big L's brother, Big Lee. But he did not fuck with you, and to the point where you're even lying that me, you, and Big L was in a car somewhere. It's stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay.
Why did he lie so much? I
didn't know. And you know what I'm saying? It's to the point where it's like, bro, when that nigga said, whatever I need to do to stay in the algorithm,
you just knew it was over from there.
Yeah, like my man sent me a clip to where it's like, yo, you know, not saying me and Jim don't have the best relationship now, and I wish him the best as well, but it's to the point where he's like, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Jim wore pink first. Yo, you said that 3 days ago or 2 days ago. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything me and you got going on, bro? This is what I'm trying to say. He's trying to throw me under the bus as much as he can to the point where you'll say and do anything what I'm taking from it, and I'm just not with it no more.
Another thing I didn't understand, when he said you went on the radio to announce you was VP of Rockefeller, he said you did that on purpose. He thinks you did that on purpose because you knew it would cause problems at the label. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought I remember you being on the air and you was on the phone I thought you was on the phone with Dame, and you said Dame gave us the green light. And
To
then you
announce it,
announced
yeah.
That's what I remember.
I don't remember exactly how it happened. I ain't gonna say and lie to you, but you ain't have a problem with it all these years.
Word.
Now all of a sudden you got a problem with it. Like my nigga, I understand it. It may have caused friction later, but why the fuck would I want to damage some shit that's going good? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was probably the height of my music career at that particular time. Why the fuck would I want to damage that? Like I'm saying, all the shit that he's saying now, it sounds like he has shit building up, and now he's throwing lies mixed in with it. But
you didn't make that up though. Somebody told you that you was gonna be.
no, he actually told me that. What he's trying to say is that I jumped the gun and said it publicly when I shouldn't have said it publicly. That's what he's trying to say. But there's no way in the world you didn't tell me that. And what happened was I went to my lawyer to try and negotiate the deal. And I think I wanted $750,000. They was like, no, we was just gonna make you the president. And I'm like, nah, fuck it. And then when Jay-Z must have came back from vacation, according to Bleak, because I shot to Bleak, I did Bleak show.
Rock solid.
Yeah, and he was just basically like, Jay ain't like that shit. So that's kind of how that went. But no, it's no way I was making that up. That's exactly what you told me. You told me you wanted to make me and Beans vice president, president, whichever way it went. I tried to negotiate the deal. The money wasn't right. And obviously Jay-Z didn't approve it.
But how can he call you out on that and then come up here and say he the chairman of Revolt and nobody even told
That's
him
crazy.
that he was the chairman of He just
know.
made that
I'm
up.
just so
Yeah,
glad
yeah.
he didn't take Cam Show off. That's
Yeah,
I was
Promos
messed
of
up.
Revolt had to be crazy after that because they probably trying to figure out what's going on.
So this is what happened actually. When all this shit was going on, and this is dead serious too, before it happened, Revolt hit me and was like, do you mind if we work with Dame? And I'm like, because all the shit was going on. And I'm like, I don't really care. Like, they're like, it wouldn't be till 2026 because, programming wise, the slots are filled. So I have 2 shows that I can put out starting this month that I want to put out. When Daniel called me, I said, yo, no, not Daniel, I put it on Instagram. I told Daniel about it, but I put it on Instagram. I had 2 slots left. I said, Revolt might want to work with you, but it ain't going to be till next year. But if you want the opportunity you gave me, I'll give to you. When I don't need to get off Epic Records, you gave me a chance to do music and you executive producer albums. I said, let me give you the same opportunity and let me executive produce your TV shows. You ain't got to wait till next year. And you was going to give Revolt all your content for free. That's how bad he wanted it. Pause. And I say, yo, I'll even pay you. Shout out to Big Fendi. That was the middleman for that. So I said, tell Dame this before I put it on Instagram. And Fendi was like, yo, the beginning of the conversation was cool. He was like, I bet. He said, but before I hang up, he's like, nah, fuck that. Nigga ain't doing producing my shows. He can't do that. No, he can't do that. It's ego. You was ready to do it for free. And because you want me to, I can't, because I want to executive produce the shows, fuck that. I don't get it. He's going to do it for free. Now you can do it, and I can executive produce it and give you a check. It's just, it was ego. So then that's when he went on to announce he was the chairman. And I never seen a nigga force his way to try and be somewhere where niggas don't want him in my life. The shit was wild.
Damn.